You're right guys, Shay here, uneven bounce, hope you guys are well. Just trying something new today, just sitting on the chair rather than sitting on sit on this, more comfortable chair. I suppose that wooden chair over there, a lot more upright, this is a lot more relaxing, so I thought I'd just see how it goes. Also, sporting this top that my lovely wife got for me a couple of days ago, so thought I'd wear it for this video. I've got a hat. I've got a cap as well to go with it. So we'll maybe wait for a special occasion, a special video to bust out the two items at the same time. But yeah, just thought I'd wear this t-shirt today, and just get started. So I want to do a video on the my thoughts really on the first ODI between South Africa and England at Newlands. Which happened a couple of days ago now, and I want to get these two videos out actually. I want to do a video on kind of my thoughts of the match, and do a video on kind of preview of tomorrow's match at Kingsmead in Durban. But anyway, so as for the win for South Africa, it was a resounding win, very comfortable in the end for them. They won by, 7 wickets in the end. He had a Clark Hendrickson, Bavuma got out, but a very comfortable win in the end. And boy, did South Africa need that win. They really needed it, didn't they? That's what's happened the last few weeks. Been dragged through the shit, really, on and off the pitch. Last few months, really. They just needed a win. I mean, I did say, I think, in my preview video for the first ODI that just to be looking forward to kind of just get a change in format and just kind of start afresh. New captain, new set of players, people with points to prove. And it kind of worked that way. I mean, good performance, obviously. Cock, fantastic. I mean, I think people were kind of, including myself, were a bit surprised, questioning the fact that he decided to bowl first. Newlands day-night match. Sun's blazing down. You bat, but obviously he decided to bowl. Obviously, fooled everyone pretty much. And they got. I think England made about 257 in the end, something like that. They got a limp towards it in the end, didn't they? I mean, they were rocking badly after the first partnership of Roy and Bairstow. And then obviously Joe Denley, who I kind of criticised his selection, but to be fair to him, he did really well. A really good 87 and a calm kind of presence in the middle order. A bit disappointed about Banton. I was hoping that he could go on and do a bit more, maybe, at 6, but maybe it's not the right spot for him. Maybe he needs to be higher up the order when the balls and you're in harder, and then maybe even the infielders, it's more restricted. Basically, sorry, in the outfield it's more restricted, and he can kind of go over in the power plays. But it was a decent performance for England. I don't think it was that bad. I just think it just seemed a bit lacklustre in terms of energy. As far as I could see, I was disappointed in that. I thought a lot of people there with points to prove. It's what I said previously, but it didn't really work that way. I mean, it felt, especially in the batting, that it just didn't really take time to assess the wicket. It was like, well, we're going to play we played for the last few years. It wants to walk up this strategy of just giving it a biff every chance you get, and we'll make 350 runs plus. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, does it? So this way Roy and Bairstow got out. Morgan's dismissal, I understand. I mean, it climbed up a little bit on him, and to be fair play to Shams, he actually bowled really well. It's good to see him, I guess, doing well for South Africa, because they've lost Tahir now, who I really highly rate. So to see him doing well, it was good. But yeah, back to England, the batting just was a bit lacklustre. I mean, it wasn't for Chris Wokes, I think England wouldn't have made one from 180, but he obviously got together with Denley, and they put on quite a bit of that 7th wicket partnership, I think it was. So I mean, I expected a bit more from the bowling. I thought that Tom Curran off the back of his BBL exploits was done better, but it was a bit hit and miss a little bit. Chris Jordan, I saw some comments on him being he should be dropped for next match. I mean, what have you been watching? If you've been watching Chris Jordan the last 2 years, he's bowled exceptionally well, and he deserves his place in the ODI side. And we're quick to give so many players so many chances, but Chris Jordan's played one bloody ODI now. People talking about getting rid of him. It's a joke. Stick with him, absolutely stick with him. We need to see more of him, in the one-day arena on the back of his current, of his recent form. So I hope they stick with him tomorrow. But yeah, so just back to the match itself, it was said the bowling attack wasn't The bowling wasn't great, it was a little bit toothless at times. I mean, Woakes did well with bat and ball, kept pretty tight when he opened the bowling, and the batting obviously for South Africa was exceptional. I mean, De Kock, Bavuma, really good. I mean, I think Bavuma just had a real point to prove, you know. He got his 100, it's 100. He's only 100 at test level at Newlands. So obviously, it holds good memories for him. But he played really well, really busy at the wickets, you know, nudged and nurdled. He didn't score that many boundaries. I think he scored like 5 boundaries to Cox's 11 or something. And he only like 10 runs apart. So obviously, the Cock's very aggressive batsman. But speaking of the Cock, I mean, he just naturally suits to the ODI game, isn't he? He's just the way he plays, especially top of the order. I just hope he's doesn't get burnt out from all this, you know, captaincy and then keeping and opening the batting. It's a lot to take on that for anyone, you know. So, but well done to Bavuma. Really happy for JJ Smots as well. Actually, I thought he did really well. I did comment on him and said that he's a very tidy player. JJ Smots, very handy, and I think he can do quite well on this side. So. Didn't get to show too much with the ball this time. Sorry, with the bat. He bowled quite a bit because the wicket was so dry. You know, they needed a second spinner there to kind of nullify England a little bit. He took a wicket. I can't remember who got out. But he took a wicket and yeah, he bowled pretty tidy. So yeah, look forward to seeing him tomorrow at Newlands. Kingsmead. Because that will definitely be a wicket that will help him as well. But yeah, good to see him, and hopefully he gets a bit more of a bat as well, along with David Miller. Hope to see Miller perform at his home ground tomorrow. That'd be nice. So yeah, obviously all systems go for the second ODI tomorrow, and we'll see. I mean, I'll do another little video now on my predictions for tomorrow. But yeah, I just want to say, you know, congratulations to South Africa. Did really well. I think that maybe it was a bit maybe lacking a bit of energy from England. I'm not sure it's. I'm saying obviously they were bothered, but it just seemed a side that wasn't really that. I don't know, hugely interested in the game. I just didn't really see the buzz in the field, you know, what you normally get from a Owen Morgan led side. So I'm sure we'll get obviously a better showing tomorrow. But anyway, I'll go and do that video now. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, guys, please do like it, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Cheers.